When we think of isekai, we usually think of overpowered MC with girls or boys surrounding them throughout their journey. Isekai is, in general, a genre of light novels, manga, anime, and video games that surround around a person who gets transported to and has to survive in another world. With that being said, today, we are going to talk about some of the best isekai anime that's been created, and if you've been keeping up you know, there has been a lot of isekai anime being made during the past few years. The genre today has become an overused and saturated method for anime production houses to make good money. So, here are the best isekai anime worth watching. Are you a masochist? Do you like to be whipped? Well, then this show is just for you. As the name states, our protagonist is familiar in this world, meaning, he has been summoned, and as familiars are in a bond of master and slave, Zero, our main girl is the master, and boy does she like slavery. The main character is overpowered in thought, but he is basically a slave. The show is about a girl who cannot excel in magic, and the boy is her familiar from modern Japan. Arifuretta is straight up a story about how someone goes from zero to hero. The plot starts when the protagonist and his class get transported to a fantasy world with the mission of saving the world. Being given an unexceptional power, main character gets screwed and is betrayed in a labyrinth. He then has to use his wits to make his unique power even more powerful and become the strongest in the world. Arifuretta is somewhat similar to Shield Hero, but it has its own comedic tone at times. Since people like the isekai genre so much, we were introduced to this hidden gem called How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. The setup is very typical, with our protagonist being a summon who is a gamer and is specifically good in this game where he is summoned. Claiming to be the Demon Lord, we enter a world of adventure and lots of fan service. But there is some breathing room there because the show is equally funny and has good fighting scenes. Remember the time when the rising of the Shield Hero took social media by storm? The Rising Shield Hero was the first ever isekai that surrounded its plot in a revenge story. Nafumi is summoned to another world and is given a power that is only good for defense, and if he wasn't unlucky enough, he is also charged with trying to force the princess. So yeah, you can already guess, this show gets dark real fast, and it's the audience's hate for the culprit and the want to see main character succeed is what makes this show so great. One of the most well-known and popular isekai series is Overlord. It has everything you wish every isekai had. It's epic, funny, heartfelt, and most importantly well animated. The story focuses on what it feels like to have near limitless powers. Overlord is about a long-time RPG gamer being stuck in the gaming world and not being able to log out. It's like one day he was suddenly teleported to the world he was playing in. While stuck in a gaming world is not a new concept, Overlord does the show justice by putting in followers of our main character who have hilarious and sarcastic lines that only the audience gets. The show is super fun and definitely makes you feel how badass the main character is. Have you ever played a dating simulation? Well, this anime is exactly that. The only problem is, you are the villainess of the game, and no matter what you do, all routes lead to death. Our protagonist, Reborn Inside her favorite game, quickly regains her memories and struggles to find a way to remove the red flags and not die. It is a rom-com and a really feel-good anime, if you're into watching that. When Drifters came out, it was like a new dish everyone tried. Nobody imagined we would see so many historical figures in the same timeline, fighting for power. The plot goes like this: great warriors from all over the earth are transported into a fantasy world and are given the title of Drifters. It is their job to fight and end an all-out war. The show has amazing visuals and very clever characters who use their strength to their advantage to win battles. Give this one a try for amazing fights and great storytelling. Saga of Tanya the Evil follows the story of a salaryman who is reincarnated into a new world as Tanya. Tanya enlists in the military, armed with knowledge and power. She rises through her ranks in hope of having a life of luxury and world domination. Personally speaking, the show is worth the watch. It has amazing visuals and even better fight scenes. This show is an isekai that somehow manages to get every isekai feature in one show and then just breaks the feature. That's what makes Reincarnated as a slime such a good show. The show starts in the most generic way as every isekai does. Our MC dies in his world and magically is reborn in this fantasy world. But this time he is a slime. The lowest creature in the food chain. The story is about how a puny slime became the almighty demon lord of this world. Reincarnated as a slime has more characters than any isekai show made, and surprisingly, the anime has been done justice. Every important character has had some sort of character development at some point in the show, and that's what makes this show one of the best isekai ever made. One of the strongest points is the characters and how they evolved as the show has gone. Mushoku Tensei, or Jobless Reincarnation, incorporates the story of a 34-year-old man who gets reincarnated in a different fantasy world filled with magic, beasts, and cute demi-humans. Personally speaking, the show sets itself apart from other isekai shows by setting the stage from the beginning and showing us the hardship of the MC who is at the end of his rope and is given a second chance in this new world. Mushoku Tensei has amazing storytelling and character development. It has occasional fanservice scenes and an amazing way of setting a dark tone when it needs. It feels like one moment you're enjoying light jokes and the other moment people are dying. The show is considered the father of all isekai. So, do give it a try. That's it for the world of isekai and its harem-oriented storyline. But seriously, isekai anime where MC gets transported to another world is a whole other story, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed this video on anime where the main character is reincarnated or transported to the other world. I know I did. I have a lot of binge watching ahead of me. And I'm sure you do too. I'm sure your list just expanded out, or who knows, maybe you're all caught up. And when you complete all of the anime mentioned on the list. But anyways, if you think that we missed anything on this list, then be sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like the video if you like it and subscribe to the channel for more anime content like this. Anyways, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.